Here are the top 9 language exchange apps for practicing Spanish that you'll actually stick with. Why? Because they offer real-time practice, cultural insights, and a fun way to build confidence in speaking. With hundreds of options out there, figuring out the best ones can be overwhelming. No need to worry though, I've done the work for you. After testing tons of language exchange apps and actually helping people practice their Spanish, here are my top picks. Starting off with Speaky, the best app for simplicity of use. Speaky allows you to learn Spanish from native speakers and make new friends around the world from a community of over 5 million language learners. If your native language is English and you want to learn Spanish, you can filter your partner search to look for someone whose native language is Spanish and wants to learn English, and even someone who has your same interests. You can then do language exchanges via text and audio messages, as well as make corrections to your partner reading messages to help them improve and vice versa. Speaky lists conversation partners based on who's online, which is extremely handy considering that time zone differences between English and Spanish speakers can be quite different. As is the case with most of these apps, Speaky focuses on free-form exchanges, so if you want more structured guidance, this might not be for you. However, Speaky is ideal for beginner and casual learners who prefer text-based language exchanges and who want to connect with others immediately. HelloTalk, the best app for ease of communication. With the HelloTalk app, you can learn Spanish, amongst many other languages, by chatting with over 50 million native speakers from all around the world. It not only allows you to learn Spanish, but also explore Spanish-speaking cultures from all around the world. How? Well, with HelloTalk, you can chat with language partners through text and voice messages, voice and video calls, and even doodles. The app offers to automatically correct your Spanish grammar, and it matches you up with a language partner based on your level of fluency in Spanish, plus your native language. It also has built-in aids for translation, transliteration, pronunciation, voice-to-text, and text-to-voice features, which work great if you don't have Spanish keyboard and therefore no accents or ñ. HelloTalk also allows you to share moments like you would on social media. These posts are ideal for asking questions to native Spanish speakers who might have interesting linguistic or cultural insights. While downloading the app is free, several features are paid subscription only, and finding an active language partner can be challenging depending on the time zones. All things considered, HelloTalk works well for social, conversational learners who want flexible, real-world language practice with native speakers. Tandem, the best app for straightforward practice. Tandem is an app that allows you to learn Spanish by actually chatting with real people through text, talk, or video chat anywhere in the world. It functions kind of like a social network. You can follow people, and Tandem then pairs you with someone based on shared hobbies, language, and location. You can also write reviews about users you recently interacted with. There's a translate feature and an option to correct writing, which comes in handy when chatting, and it also offers language tutors for those seeking more structured lessons. Spanish is such a common language that it's nearly impossible not to find other users either learning or teaching it, but you do have to go pro to access the app's coolest features. All in all, Tandem is for learners who want structured communication, want tailored partner matching, and enjoy the flexibility of casual chats and professional lessons. HiNative, the best app for specific language questions. HiNative is different from the apps we've seen before. It's a Q&A Spanish learning platform that specializes in getting your questions answered by both AI and native speakers. How does it work? You simply click the Ask button and the app provides a question template. You then fill in the blanks and your question is auto-translated to your target language. You can also have native speakers check your pronunciation with voice memos to make it sound more natural. You can also ask anything, from Spanish regional dialects, different customs in Spanish-speaking regions, etiquette, or general cultural questions. Plus, you're free to browse previous questions and answers to learn from others, which is really helpful as a Spanish learner, since a large chunk of the app users are Spanish learners as well. And while in theory this is all awesome, one of the cons this app has is its reliance on active users, since the quality and speed of responses depend heavily on the activity level of native speakers for your target audience. Overall, HiNative is ideal for learners who need specific targeted help with phrases, pronunciation, or cultural questions. X, formerly Twitter, the best app for organic connections. Have you ever thought about advancing in Spanish in 280 characters or less? That's where Twitter comes in. Sorry, X. Twitter is one of the biggest social networks out there, so it's no wonder there's content in virtually every language, not to mention valuable study resources. While Twitter is clearly not a language-focused app, it has specific communities of language learners, like #LearnSpanish, which you can use to find relevant resources and communities. You can also DM native Spanish-speaking users to start conversations, and even send out a tweet looking for a learning partner. Plus, tweets expose learners to colloquial phrases, slang, and real-world applications of their target language, which you definitely don't get from a textbook. Overall, Twitter can get a bit distracting and it requires discipline, but it works very well for intermediate to advanced learners who are comfortable initiating conversations and leveraging social media for creative language practice. Reddit, the best app for group discussion. And while we're on the topic of social media apps that can be used as Spanish learning tools, let's talk about Reddit. Reddit is a giant collection of internet forums. Each forum, called a subreddit, is its own little community. You can look for subreddits like r/LearnSpanish, since Spanish learners often congregate in these places to share resources, organize exchanges, and offer learning tips. You can either reply to already existing posts to start a Spanish language exchange or create one of your own. Keep in mind that while subreddits often link to free courses, practice material, and even discussion threads or grammar on culture, it is still user-based. This means that the information and any advice may vary in accuracy and reliability. That being said, Reddit is perfect for motivated, self-directed learners who appreciate diverse resources, discussions, and language exchange opportunities. Discord, the best app for a sense of community. While Discord started as an interface for user-created chat rooms to accompany live streaming gamers, it has since grown into a collection of group chat rooms for just about anyone, including people who want to learn Spanish. You can join a chat room or a server for Spanish, where the focus is to learn and communicate in Spanish, or you can join servers specifically for language learning, like the Global Language Federation. Some servers host language-focused events like Q&A sessions, pronunciation drills, or theme discussions, providing structured learning opportunities. As per usual, the quality really depends on the server, not to mention that the complex interface might be a bit confusing or overwhelming for new users. And there's also the challenge of having different time zones that come within real-life online learning. All things considered, I would recommend Discord to learners who thrive in active, community-driven environments and who want diverse communication options. Meetup, the best app for in-person groups. Thanks to Meetup, you can get in touch with people in your area and come together over a common hobby or interest, like learning Spanish, for example. You can browse the Share Language and Culture section to find conversation groups in your area, and don't worry, it's tailored by target language and level. If you're more into the online learning experience, you can look for a language exchange partner. So, find someone who's interested in sharing their Spanish-speaking culture while learning about yours. The best part, you can either meet face-to-face or online. Of course, the availability of language groups unfortunately varies by location, and rural areas tend to have fewer options, and a small fee is required to RSVP to events, which isn't the best. All that being said, Meetup is a great option for learners who enjoy community-based activities or a more one-on-one approach to cultural exchanges. Idyoma, the best app for careful connections. Idyoma focuses on helping its users learn Spanish together through real-life language exchanges. Since the app was originally designed for Spanish speakers only, its name is intentionally misspelled, so the Spanish word for language, idioma, becomes idioma. With Idyoma, you can meet other Spanish learners both in your area and worldwide by connecting with them via text chat. Plus, you can get instant translation of messages, which makes chatting much easier, not to mention its user-friendly design that allows you to start conversations with ease. However, it is a newer and less widely known app than the previous ones, so the community may be smaller compared to other apps on this list. All in all, Idyoma is a good option for those who want to learn by meeting people nearby to practice in person or via chat. And while language exchange is a valuable learning experience, it shouldn't be your only study method. You might enjoy learning songs in your target language, which is another great way to learn. Or you might be more into learning with videos. FluentU takes authentic videos like music videos, movie scenes, clips from TV shows, news, and inspiring TED Talks and turns them into personalized language learning lessons. Plus, FluentU now has a Chrome extension that lets you learn with any Netflix content or YouTube video that has subtitles. It makes each subtitle word clickable, so you can see meanings, examples written by language experts, and video examples of native speakers using the vocab across many different contexts. And you'll be able to add the words to your vocab and learn them in a personalized quiz on FluentU later. Soon, you'll also be able to import your favorite YouTube videos into your FluentU account, making it easier than ever to watch them and learn on your phone. In addition to this, FluentU has Spanish lessons with helpful teacher explanations. At the end of each lesson and video, you get personalized quizzes and speaking questions to make everything stick. To try FluentU right now for free, click the link in the description below and get your free trial. Language exchange is a great way to improve your Spanish, especially when combined with other resources. So, if you want to round out your learning, you'll love this other video where we recommend the best apps for learning Spanish.